Welcome back, cats and dogs, to another episode of Bad Dinner Guests. I am tonight's host in this roundtable event. Well, that feels a little rude of me. Anyway, it's Kev. I'm one of 4 people here talking to you tonight. We have our good friend Shawn joining us over the phone. Shawn?
What up, dude?
Okay, good. He is still there. RJ's back running the, what do they call that thing, a soundboard?
Yeah. It's been a while.
I'm kidding. I know what it's called.
We need a label maker.
And we have a special guest, our good friend, Clay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good to have you here, man. It's pretty exciting.
Dude, yeah, I'm excited to be here. Man, I heard a lot of good things about this. And
here in your house?
In my house this time.
Yeah. Studio H as we're on, because you just can't put BDG in a corner.
Nobody puts BDG in a corner.
No, only BDG beats BDG. Speaking of that, Shawn, I kind of feel the need to let you start, because you kind of have teased me a little bit. You started to tell a story before we were recording, and now I kind of want to hear it. I know you and Clay started up a little conversation. What happened? You said something's happened in the last few hours that's got you pretty upset, man. I want to be here for you.
So all of you are aware, well, at least all of the people hosting with me, not the audience, but you guys all know that I was
Name dropper.
married in like 2 months. This April, I'm supposed to be getting married. Well, me and my ex-fiance split up back in August, but we were forced to live together until October when our lease was up.
Which has that been pitched as a sitcom yet?
Not yet.
You should start writing it, but I'm sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted you there. Please continue.
No, you're good. I've actually thought about making like a short story based on it, but we'll talk about that another time.
That's not the one where somebody fed someone cats? Because I could have sworn.
No, that's a totally different story. But
wink, wink. I got you, bud.
Right, wink, wink. But no, we were forced to live together in October. We ended up going our own way and stuff. And went to my mama's house, and I didn't talk to her, my ex-fiance, for like a couple months. I ended up blocking her on Facebook, blocked her on my phone, all that good stuff. But I take it back, I couldn't block her on my phone because we were on the same plan. We eventually changed that, whatever. But,
I like how you try. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to stop you there for a second.
I got a different Costco membership.
Things changed quick.
That had to be the hardest part, dude. You guys were still on the same phone bill, huh?
Yeah, but not for long. We were away like a month and then, boom, fixed it. But, anyways, I hadn't talked to her for a couple months. And she, like, started slowly hitting me up or whatever. And it got to a point, we had a little talk, slushed her beef, and we were cool. And I made it clear, I don't mind being...
Was that a euphemism?
She's not a bad person, and I don't hate her or nothing. It just, shit just didn't work out. Whatever. Dog after dog on.
So, Shawn,
yeah.
At what point were you engaged to be married? Was that between cell phone cancellations? No?
We got
when the plan started.
Last Valentine's Day last year.
All right.
I've been with her on and off for like 3 years up to that point. But
I remember that, man. I remember you looking for that venue and hitting me up.
Yeah, I was definitely about it, man. Like I love the girl and shit, but things happen. Well, long story short, she just started hitting me up again back in December. And I told her we can be friends. There's no problem. I don't hate you, nothing like that. We can be cool. Well, she, like in the last month and a half, she's like just constantly every fucking day hits me up. And I'll be a dick to her. Like I'll be a dick It doesn't matter what I say. I can be mean as fuck, make her cry, whatever. Doesn't matter. She still hits me up on a daily basis. And it gets to the point where I just bottle this anger up and aggravation, and I explode on her and just go off, tell her to go fuck herself pretty much. And then it's like she doesn't care. Like the next day, it's hitting me up again. Like, you don't need to fucking like hit me up on a daily basis. We're just friends. I don't talk to any of my friends on a daily basis.
Ooh.
Not one of them. Not one of them. You know, it's like, it's to the point. But here's the kicker. This is what set me off tonight. Out the blue, you know, she sends me,
A nudie
shots
pic?
of her ass and underwear.
I called
Like
it.
underwear
Yep.
shots.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah. Set me off, and I was like, don't fucking do that anymore. She's like, seriously? Am I gross? Or, well, I'm like, no, but we're fucking friends. I don't look at you that way. I don't want to think of you that way. Like, respect my fucking wishes, dude.
So she sent you a picture of her, just of her winking brown eye? Like it was just like a butthole shot?
It's just like there were two side-by-side pictures of her ass and underwear. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
You know, and it just set me off. And I fucking chewed her out. And then I'm the asshole.
Phrasing.
I made her feel bad. You know, she
What happened to phrasing?
I wasn't turned on by it, or I didn't. You know, it's like, fuck you, dude. Like, the shit she pulled, the couple months we lived together after we split up, I can't forgive you. Like, you completely turned me off to a point where I could never look at you that way again. From the shit she pulled, man. It's
So
like,
that is a thing,
she's
huh?
lucky. She's lucky I didn't even speak to her. And it's like, you're going to fucking just keep pushing the envelope, dude. I told you time and fucking time again, I don't want to ever be with you. I made it so clear. Like, what the fuck do I need to do? Draw you a picture in crayon so you fucking understand? It just aggravates the fuck out of me, man.
I would, honestly, I think at this point you should just send her a link to this.
Yeah, tell her to listen in.
Yeah. Just tell her about 2 minutes in, just go ahead. I think she'll get the picture.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like one of our two fucking live listeners. Wouldn't surprise me if she's...
Hey, you be nice. You be nice to our listeners, okay?
Even if she is listening.
Don't put that evil on them.
Sounds like she doesn't give a fuck.
Don't worry, guys. I appreciate
We did
you.
just lose a listener. I'm just saying. Just
Like,
this
literally
exact
on the
instant,
spot, right?
we lost one of our listeners.
I'm
so.
just glad to have one to lose, you know? You guys, when we started
still a
this...
couple there,
Takes
so.
one.
When we started this, not even our own members listened to every podcast. You know? It was just basically
I think you
like
could get more members because I'm
an
not a
audio
member.
journal.
You know, like you never membered me into this. You know,
That's fair.
until now, which is totally legit. Like,
Yeah, well,
I'll help you market this bitch.
We're
Don't worry.
trying to build something here, but and so yeah, I'm just glad we have listeners to lose, even if they are Sean's butt hurt ex-girlfriends. That's fine. I'll take them.
You know she's gonna talk about
wait,
it.
Not like that. They can listen, but touching will cost you something.
Is it still number two?
No, man, I mean, I feel, it gets to the point where I kind of feel bad, but it's like, dude, I don't know how many times I have to fucking tell you. It's like, you know, I want to be nice, I want to be cool and cordial, but at the same time, it's like, enough's enough. Like, I don't know, I mean, if she jumps from that, oh, you got a girlfriend, no, I don't, and I don't fucking want one. Quite frankly, I don't want to think about you fucking Satan worship. I don't want to.
Whoa! Now let's not bring Satan worshippers into this.
I feel like any chick I fuck with is either part of an occult, is batshit crazy, and probably likes to poison their own Kool-Aid. Like, something's wrong with them.
Dude, I got some core codes that'll back this shit up. I didn't know you were in on it though.
I think you're making Satanists look bad by. I think the women you date are worse than the occult. Honestly, the occult, at least there's a point to what they're doing. They drink children's blood because they think it'll make them live longer. There's at least there's a reason
some research
for
to
it.
suggest it might.
You just hang out at asylum parking lots and take chicks to Sonic when they get released. That's a little different.
But not even to like get a sandwich just because they have like parking booths.
Yeah, it's just so you don't have to drive while you're getting blown in the car. And that and the roller skates.
Would you like anything? No, I brought mine. Just holds up a cooler.
No, I just wanted to park my car here and rollerblade.
Like, I'm the type of dude, I fuck with chicks that like to get banged in vans while feeding donuts. Like, that's the type of chicks I fuck around and land.
I don't remember the donuts in that
Why
story.
can't I land nice chicks like y'all? Like, respectable bitches. I always fuck around and get the crazy ones, man. The ones that want a sniffy dick when you come back late. Like, just the weird bitches.
Wait.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Clay, have you ever experienced that? Have either of you guys experienced that?
Did he say sniff your dick when you get back late?
What Sean said.
I had the headphones in. I was afraid it. No.
Sean said he dates
never.
the
If a
kind of
chick ever
chicks that'll
sniff my
sniff
dick-
your dick if you come home late. Oh,
That should have been your get out of there.
that's my
Yeah,
favorite
that's the
moment
first.
in the history of this network.
How does she know what it normally smells like? She had to have done like a few sample sniffs. So if this
Well,
moment
they
ever
just-
occurred,
They think they know the scent of a vagina. They're actually like, I can tell the vagina's been on that dick. My baby's mom used to do that shit to me like twice a week, bro. Cause I was working at Ponderosa when I was going to college, and I would get home until like after midnight on the weekends, and she was constantly gonna sniff my dick. It's like, what am I
did you ever just like shove some shrimp down your pants at the beginning of the shift?
I would just not shower for
fuck
a
with her?
week.
What
Sniff
happens?
this shit.
What happens if like you just got sweaty at work and she just thought your ball sweat smelled like? Because how do you really know the difference? Like after sex,
that-
how do you
that
know which
actually
part
happened
smells like you and which part smells like her?
Are we like taking into like account the type of chicks that Sean generally fucks with though?
But this was like
Dude,
10 years ago, or
I
7, 8 years ago.
I literally had
We
a
don't know
sack
that,
of
Shawn.
my laundry set on fire because of that. Like, it's a real deal, dude.
She set your laundry on fire?
My baby's mother set a pile of my laundry on fire in the backyard because she thought my ball sweat smelled like pussy. Swear on everything I love, dude. Set my fucking clothes on fire. Crazy bitches, dude. This is just a taste of why.
I don't understand how you didn't marry her like that. I'd put a ring on that later that
never
day.
wanted to marry my baby's mom, dude. Ever.
Like my clothes
Like, I
on
love
fire,
her.
baby. You better be
I
ready to
love
go on a
her,
honeymoon.
But damn.
That takes crazy to a little new level.
So was it so the dick sniffing, that's where Sean draws the line. I think that's probably gonna trump. Do any of you guys have a crazier story? Anything?
I don't think I've ever dated anybody that cared that much.
Right.
Yeah, never had a dick sniffer. Mm-mm.
Dick sniffing. I want to pose it to the audience as well. Please comment or tweet or post on our Facebook page if you can top dick sniffing as a jealous or overbearing girlfriend/boyfriend move. What's the most ridiculous thing you've heard people do? That's just crazy.
Story of my life.
Yeah. So you definitely know how to pick them, but I don't know if Satan would be in. I mean, he might be into dick sniffing. I don't know, but that's just. I think you just know how to find them, Shawn. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it from my mother. Like, my mother, like, always, since my dad, back in the fucking late 80s, my mom has never been with a dude who doesn't have a drinking problem. I always get the chicks who are just batshit crazy. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know if it's hereditary. We're attracted to all the wrong things. I don't fucking know. But it's like, goodness gracious, man. I'm hoping to break the cycle one day. And don't get me wrong, I'm to the point I don't ever want to be married. I'm done. I've been engaged twice, and it always hits the shitter, and I'm cool on that. But when I'm like 50, hopefully I can have someone I can grow old with, so I'm not lonely when I'm shitting myself.
Ugh.
But, you know, just saying. But at this point in my life, man, I almost feel like misogynistic sometimes. And that's not fair to the few good women out there. You notice I say few, because that's really how I fucking feel. But it's like, no offense to those, but it's like, man, I feel so negatively towards women. It's like, if it wasn't for your vaginas, I wouldn't even speak to you. Because I like pussy. I like to fuck. But it's like, I don't want to, like...
Correction, Shawn. You like puss. Remember? Don't back on it now. You love the puss. It's well documented.
Right. But it's like, I feel bad, man, because I get so angry with women, and my fuse is so short, like these past, like, 4 months. It's like, man, it's fucked up. And I haven't recognized it, but it's like, goodness gracious, man, I'm so tired of being put through the ringer, dude.
I feel you, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a boner for a week after this conversation.
I might be stuck with one for a week.
Yeah. RJ's going to have one.
Yeah.
He's going to have to call a doctor and pretend like he took a Viagra.
The Venzimon getting 40-year-old virgin dude sitting at the table, like calling the Viagra hotline because he was a boner.
So you mentioned crotch smells earlier, Shawn. I want to ask you guys a question because so far I've only been able to ask Lou this question. A buddy of mine overheard a conversation between what he assumed was a couple, and the only part of the conversation that he remembered to tell me about, and the point of my question, stems from this guy yelling at this woman. Let's say, presume it's his girlfriend. Bitch, your pussy smells like raisins. And the reason this was brought up to me was sort of in context. He tried to paint the scenario for me and asked me if I thought, well, was that a compliment or a diss? Because you could see it as one way where it's like, oh, well, fuck you, you skank bitch, your pussy smells like raisins anyway. But I could also have seen it in a sort of like, oh no, baby, please don't take that raisin pussy away from me, right? Because I don't do raisins smell bad? Lou couldn't remember what a raisin smelled like, and that's where we left off with it. So I pitch it to you guys. Do you think this was a diss? Was this a plea? It could have been a drunk guy who thought he was being filmed. I don't know.
Maybe a dried up raisin. That's the only thing I could think of. Or it looks like it. Like maybe they got the taste and the looks confused. That shit is a dried up raisin.
A leathery old vagina.
I don't remember ever being mad when I opened a box of raisins about the smell that came out.
Right? Shawn, you fuck with raisins, dude?
Yeah, dude, I don't think they smell bad at all.
Be honest, you'd probably eat more vagina if it smelled like raisins, wouldn't you?
I probably would.
You'd probably stay down there a little longer.
I like raisins, man.
I think I would too.
For real. But the way it sounds to me, if he said, bitch, your pussy smells like raisins, and that's how it was phrased, he probably meant it as a bitch. But that dude probably really didn't remember what the fuck a raisin smelled like. Me personally, I just had a raisin like 3 days ago, and it didn't stink to me. I mean, it smelled all right. I didn't open up the box of Sundays and like, oh my god, that shit reeks. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if a butt smells like a raisin, I'd probably even lick that. I'd probably just go all, yeah, that's just being honest.
Do you remember the conversation we had on, it might have been a late night tips about smelling like fart when you're fucking her from behind? And I think Shawn and I were the only two in the room that had ever had that happen.
Yes, I remember. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
Happened to me again.
Yes.
But I want to know if Clay was in that club because I thought it was weird that nobody else other than me and Shawn had ever had that happen.
So it's the fucking her from behind, and you can kind of smell.
You can smell the butthole.
You can smell, yeah.
It's
yesterday's
happened.
shit.
Sometimes you just gotta, kind of refocus where you're at, and maybe do a little wave or something, and just keep pushing through it.
It's fair. We were just talking about smells, and I thought about that episode.
I kind of feel like, yeah, it probably has happened.
Oh, so now that you're not in the minority, look at Kevin. I
I'm
smelled butthole when I was fucking
saying, I'm just saying it's probably more likely that it's happened to most. I'm not going to retract on my previous statement. I don't think it's happened to me, but there have been a lot of times in my life I don't necessarily remember all the details. But so it happened to you again.
Yeah.
Did it throw the brakes on it?
It made me reevaluate my life for about 30 seconds, and then I thought about the episode, and I was like, again, and then I thought more about my life. And then we just...
Hey, RJ, just out of curiosity, so my mind's on wonder a bit, is this a random brand new chick, or is this a chick you've previously mentioned in the past?
This is a previous chick.
Oh, and it's a return customer.
So, same girl, second time.
See, that I don't know. I don't know if it was her the last time this happened or not.
The first time it's happened with that girl?
I was just telling Clay, I don't know. Yeah.
That would bring up some further questions. Is it worth the third time?
Yeah,
Is
what's
it a repeat thing? Is it just her? Or is it a thing?
It's
that
been
happens to a lot
enough
of
times
people?
that like it's not always like that.
Well, that's
But unlike like
just not farting on you.
definitely true.
You know what happens after a fart? The shart, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here like, no, go on.
no? Please tell me.
I don't know why I was so like prepped for an awesome answer.
I wish I had more than that. Prep for that one next time.
So let's take an over under here. We'll go around. RJ, I'll start with you.
Oh, no.
Just how many times would it take for that to happen with the same chick before you're calling it quits and you're just like, okay, based on this, I no longer want to hit that anymore. I no longer want any sort of relationship with you. Is it 5? Is
I'm
it
now
6?
at the point where I'm more likely to be like, maybe next time we'll hook up. That's for sure, because I've like dodged it a couple times since. But it's never like I'll permanently swerve. It's just the amount of time between that it takes for me to be like, okay, it's time to try again, see what happens. Because I've had chicks that just over the years I've slept with, and there have been like times where it was awful, and then other times it's great, and then went back to awful again. I don't know what does it, so I always just keep them in the back burner.
Well, I mean,
In the
that's
back.
you're talking about sex quality. I'm just talking about a clean butthole.
Yeah, I am too.
That's fair.
part of sex
Okay.
quality to me.
Okay. So you're not going to put a number on it? There's you.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it
I,
happened
like,
5
she would
attempts
have to
in a
shit
row,
on me for me to be like, never trying this again.
you know, some guys pay double for that.
I know I'm not.
Is that the Cleveland Steamer, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was out of my budget, and I'm kind of glad.
Oh.
No,
I think it depends on how serious it was. You know,
What?
because like if it was a girl I really liked, I might be like, all right, maybe we'll change up dinner, beforehand. Try we'll play in the shower. For
No
a minute.
curry, yeah,
know?
no curry on date night
Like,
for Clay.
Probably pass on taco night, But yeah, and if I was serious in a serious relationship, which I'm not at all, but I'm terrible at them. That's why I'm rarely ever in them. But if I really wanted to try and make it work, I feel like I would, test the variables just a little bit. See if I could switch something up. But if she kept, farting on me, I think after about 5 times, I think that would be
About 5.
like 2 would like raise the warning sign, like this could be a future issue, and then 3 and 4, and like the 5th time might just be like, all right, go home, like just be done, call it quits.
Okay, so we got 5. We got 5 out of Clay. Shawn, where are you at? I feel like Shawn's gonna say 4.
Okay, just go ahead
just
and
to
go
make.
around the table real quick. I gotta run to the kitchen. I'll be right back.
He's gonna be gone till November. Is that what he said? Is he quoting Wyclef?
No, just run to the kitchen. I gotta run to the kitchen for a second. I'll be right back. 1 second.
I got you, brother.
Is that a corded phone you're on?
So I guess this means I have to go, because I don't. This is a tough question. I almost hate that I asked it.
1.
It's not going to be 1. Everybody deserves a pass, right? I just when I hear these stories, it makes me wonder, like, my God, how many times has it happened, like, for me?
dude, I am
Like,
like
how many times the girl went to give me a blowjob and been like, whoa.
I'm
you know,
confident
like,
never.
You're confident, like, that you never took a shit at 6 o'clock and then, like, didn't shower after your shit?
If I think
And then
things
you
are
end up
going to
having sex
happen,
at 11?
I'm going to the bathroom and taking a spit bath. And I just take care of all of it, and then I'm never worried. And there's
So
been
you'll just, like,
spit
stand in
baths
front of the
vain.
sink and just shampoo your asshole real
No,
quick with your
but water,
jeans on?
like paper towel or whatever, does enough.
Will it, though?
You
I
would
mean,
think.
what's water and paper towel going to do to make your asshole not smell like a turd?
It removes debris. It's better than not.
You can definitely wipe some shit. It's like the baby wipe bath.
Okay.
I've done this more or less like music festivals just to kind of maintain, but it definitely, it's the same
It's
thing.
not perfect, but you know,
I'm going to
it's
say...
locked in a cut.
It's passing. It doesn't have to be an A+, but it's passing, all right?
I'm gonna say
Sweet.
once it happens more often than not, that's when I'm having a conversation. So if it's like 3 times out of 5, yeah, okay, something needs to be said. If it appears to be more sporadic, then I'll be like, all right,
never
you're
say
busy.
something. I could
You
never,
work. You would never
ever.
say something?
No, I would just end it and tell him it was for something else.
Sean, what would it take for you? How many times has that happened before you're like, you know what, me and this girl just aren't going to be able to hang out anymore?
All right, it's happened to me a couple times. It's been separate chicks, and I honestly always have a conversation with them afterwards, like just out of respect. Here's my thing: I would want somebody to tell me if I had that problem. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm always nice about it. Like, I'm not any dick, believe it or not, but I am very, forward about it. It's like, look, man, got some stank in that booty, clean it up. We'll give it a go another time, but just make sure you wash it thoroughly, whatnot, But yeah, I mean, I'll have the conversation with them, and if they take it well, they take it well. If not, then I guess we ain't doing it no more. I can't be, to me, that's a turn off. I mean, I'll keep smashing it just because I'm a nasty motherfucker like that. I don't give a fuck. But I don't want that to be a regular thing. Every time I have sex, it's like I smell some booty juice, so I'm hitting from the back. Like,
So
I don't know, man. I feel like I need to let them know.
So you're good for one, but by the second time, if it's a problem the second time, it's over.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll let them know right away. What happens if she...
If we have a conversation and you're an ass about it, and you get all offensive and you start, like, running out the side of your mouth, like, fuck you. Whatever, I try to be nice, bitch. Wash that funky ass.
No. What I'm saying, Sean, is what happens if after you tell her about her butt juice and it wafting up into your nose, what if she says, okay, she doesn't give you attitude about it, but like the problem persists? You can talk to her about it and be nice all you want. At some point in time, it's either going to have to smell or not smell. So you'll tell her after one, but let's say it doesn't stop after one. Then what? Do you just keep talking to her about it, or are you just gonna be like, nah?
And the issue persists. The next time we're doing it, and I smell your ass again, I'm probably just gonna stop in the middle of it, leave the room, come back with a bucket of water, and throw it on your ass. That just might be what I do.
You wash your ass for her.
I like that. That Shawn may have had the best response out of all of us there. That's a good idea. Yeah, just bring a sponge and a mop bucket to the bedroom with you if it happens too often, and make a game out of it.
If talking to you doesn't work, I obviously need to go to the extreme. So fucking, I'll be that guy who just throws water on you. I don't give a fuck.
It's not even that show, and he's tossing out late night tips. I like that. I think you should just keep a sponge and bucket in your bedroom anyway.
Oh, realistically, and in every van.
And in every van, yeah.
Just have a to-go kit.
Mr. Clean on the side. That'd be fucked up. Can you imagine pouring pine salt on pussy? I wonder if that, I wonder what that does to the vagina. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's like hot sauce on a dick.
What did he say?
It ain't comfortable.
Vagina.
No, what did he say?
But do you think it, would sanitize the vagina like it does before?
What are you pouring on it?
Pine salt on the vagina was the phrase in question.
Shawn, you know how we were talking about you weren't sure how you'd had two separate fiancés?
What's that?
Or you remember earlier in the conversation where you were like, I don't understand why I have two separate fiancés.
Yeah.
You're willing to take a woman under your wing and talk to her several times about wiping her ass, and then if she doesn't do it, you're just going to throw pine salt on her. And it makes me wonder that maybe you're just taking the wrong women under your wing and then, pouring pine salt on them.
Yeah, that might turn some people on, dude. You never know.
Oh, if that's what you're looking for, that's how you're going to find it, I suppose. But try Craigslist.
The next Tinder match I get, I might just randomly message her. That might be the first message. Like, hey, are you into pine salt? They're like, what?
We'll see it on BuzzFeed the next day. See what women have to put up with on Tinder? You chauvinist pig, Shawn Baker.
I don't really do it to the chick that I'm not into. If I get a match that's just totally okay, I'm not into her, I might just jeopardize it. I do like to be that guy, man. I do like to just totally blow shit up for the sake of this fucking shit up. So we shall see.
Well,
What are you doing, Kevin?
I was fixing the connection there. We were in jeopardy of losing Shawn Baker because
I like how he didn't see anything in this room and knew it was you.
well, yeah, because everyone was quiet, which meant everyone was probably staring at me.
That's reasonable. That's reasonable. I didn't know what else Shawn had to talk about, or if he got it all.
How's your chest feel, Shawn? Is it a little lighter? Did you get everything off it?
As far as the shit that makes me angry goes, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else really pissed about anything today?
Nah.
Time to
Today?
get it off your chest.
Not particularly today.
Say it with your chest.
Okay, so I was in court the other day,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there waiting for the judge to call me up, and the guy before me got caught driving without a license. His
And
license
you could
was suspended.
smell his asshole a little bit.
A little
while you're
bit.
sitting behind him.
And I was like, damn, his ass stinks. I wonder if the judge is going to get a whiff of that. And the judge was like, dude, your asshole stinks. 20 days in jail. No. So he goes up there and he tells the judge that like his girlfriend was passing out, falling asleep on the way home. She wasn't drunk, but just like really tired. And so like he drove the last like 10 miles of the drive, but they got pulled over like 2 miles after he started driving or whatever. The judge goes on to tell him that he doesn't care if his girlfriend's having a heart attack. If he doesn't have his license, he's not allowed to drive. And I just like, you could feel it in like the courtroom that everybody was like, oh, fuck this guy. Yeah. But that you could say that on the record and like mean it 100% and think that is an okay way to like look at the world. It's just like, you're a human. Like if you died tomorrow, I don't care how, I'm throwing a party. You're a piece of shit. Like, over basically a plastic card saying you're allowed to operate a vehicle, your girlfriend should die. Fuck him.
I second that. Yeah, that judge can suck one.
That's Judge Elwood out of Seneca County. You can find him in Tiffin, Ohio. I'm not saying go kill him, but you can write letters to him.
Somebody will find him.
Tiffin. Small
That's what I
town.
meant to say.
Yeah.
I know a lot about Tiffin.
Yeah, me too, trust me.
A lot of family in there up in Tiffin.
Yeah,
I
Elmwood.
spent more time there than I'd like to have.
I did the same thing in Ashland for possession. Bullshit. So there was a guy, like two people in front of us, they did all the traffic charges first. And he had gotten like 10 speeding tickets in the last 2 months. The judge was like, all right, minimum fine, like $98, you know, and then calls me up because, all right, what's your story? You know, it's like, oh shit, like camping, just smoking some weed, you know, small amount. Like we weren't bothering anybody. We weren't driving reckless. Wasn't even in the car. And then mandatory fucking 6-month suspension. You know, and luckily it just ended about a month ago, you know, so it was quick, but it was just like maximum fine, like $350, you know, and then I had to piss in the cup to actually get driving privileges. And we weren't even driving, you know, it's like, you know, we weren't in the car, nothing, like nobody complained. Well, maybe some neighborhood kids complained, but fucking night fishers, they ratted on us technically, but not that, you know. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Small town, you know, that's what it was. And
It's amazing that they'll fuck with your work schedule, your work life, suspending your license over some stuff like that.
Well,
and it might not even be an OVI. And they did just change it in Ohio to where it's not a mandatory 6-month suspension anymore.
No, that's
But
good,
they changed it in like October.
Right, and this happened last May.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. And that's basically about the time I got fucked in April up in Tiffin. But I forgot to pay my SR-22 literally the day before to like.
Oh shit!
And the next day they just ran my plates, said SR-22 wasn't paid. They pulled me over. And
Yeah, fuck that. You know, like
mandatory 6-month extra suspension.
So that was the second one I had. The first one was we were driving, but I did take the fall, which was bullshit. Yeah, I shouldn't have. But you know, you do things for girlfriends, you know, to help them out.
Oh, it was one of those,
It was
huh?
one of those, yeah. And it was over half a blunt, you know, and it just happened to be a female state highway patrol, and, you know, she was just being a real bitch, you know, and I was trying to be real cool, and then, you know, we had smoked half a blunt. We should have smoked the whole thing, you know, whatever. Like, and she rolls up, pulls me over for not having a front plate on the car, which as of January 1st this year, you don't need to anymore in the state of Ohio.
You don't?
No, it's not yet. You don't.
It's
need
not
it
required anymore?
It's not required.
Oh, happy day.
Yep, yeah, I got about 10 fucking text messages the day that happened. Like, that's been, you know, I don't like fucking going holes in my cars, you know, fuck it. Like, so, So she pulls me over for that, and does the whole test, gives me like the eye exam. It's fucking bullshit. I pass it, and then she follows us, for like 5 minutes afterward. It was just bad. I took the fall, had to go back to court, lost the license, paid the fine. Same shit. I've done it twice now. When it happened the second time, the ranger who was like arresting us or whatever, it was like, yeah, like you should be familiar with this. And I was like, yeah, you jackass, I am. So just tell me how this is gonna work, because I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
It was stupid. They're not gonna like back down. They're fucking, big-headed ego fucking people. It's weed.
That's how they keep the lights on too, man. Those fines are big.
Dude, I can't wait to see what happens to all these local police stations as soon as weed's legalized. Like, they're already chasing down tickets for people, like, starting and warming up their cars. You're going to see a whole lot more of that because these motherfuckers aren't going to be able to tag people for just petty possession, which is most of their charges right now. If you look at everybody that's had run-ins with the police, if it's not a DUI, chances are it's possession of weed. Mm-hmm. And it's not just the circles I run. I mean...
Nah, it's just it's a quick moneymaker for them, too. It's easy. It's easy money.
Yeah, so I see all of these classes graduate in the State Highway Patrol and all the police academies, and you're like, eventually you guys are going to be just as out of work as, like, the local artists around here, and that's going to be kind of funny.
And that's when we'll have our revolution. So
potentially. Or they'll just raise property taxes and put it toward the police force, and they'll still all just sit in their cars.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll just all get driverless cars. Like smart cars.
Oh, shit. What do they start watching? They don't watch speed in the interstates around here for shit.
No, like 70. No, I go 80 miles an hour to and from work every day. 70.
They're going to start cracking down on that.
Yeah, but I mean, Columbus, they've actually said that they can, they don't, with the amount of people moving into the city, they don't actually need to increase the police force. They can just better use them, which to me means that they're not really watching the highways as much anymore, because it's not.
They're not watching the highways that much anymore, and they're not beat cops anymore. They're not walking around for shit.
Yeah, no, they don't give a fuck anymore. The city isn't as bad as it was 5-10 years ago.
Yeah, I wasn't here back then.
Shawn, did you ever have to take a fall for a girlfriend? Did you ever get arrested? I mean, I know you ladies have put you through some shit. Clay had to take one for the team. You ever happened to you?
Taking the blame and call it like a case over and shit.
I mean, it could be a one-off of that. It doesn't have to be that specific thing.
Kinda. Like, I've never, like, caught an actual charge. But, like, my first fiance, actually, got caught shoplifting at Kohl's.
Yes.
Like, around Christmas time.
You never told me you engaged a fucking Winona Ryder, dude. That's crazy.
Pretty much, dude. Like, she was my first, like, crush as a kid. Like, we dated, like, from 7th grade to freshman year, and I moved away, lost contact, and then, like, we hooked back up, like, after we were 20, and, like, she came down here. We had, like, a little spot for, like, a year or so, and just, she had a lot of issues, man, like, as far as, like, she was a recovering addict, and just a lot of shit that she was dealing with, and pretty much, she ended up getting busted. She already had a warrant out for arrest. And then, like, she was shoplifting at Kohl's around holiday season. I was with her because I was the one driving. And we were at Kohl's, and, like, she had a gift card, quote unquote. And granted, I've never seen this gift card, but supposedly she got a gift card from her sister. Well, with Kohl's shit, we had one of my buddies with me. Zach was with us. He was my roommate at the time. So Zach and I, like, she told me and Zach that she was going to go look at, like, something random as fuck. Well, all right, well, we're going to go over here and look at this. So, 20, 25 minutes goes by, and me and Zach were dicking off, and then we try to meet back up with her. We find her at the fucking return counter, and she's returning, like, a microwave, bunch of random shit, like, returning it. Like, she... she ended up, I guess, buying or whatever. Or no, like, she took some shit, pretty much put it in the cart, and took it up to return it. Like, she never bought it. She was trying to return shit to get credit or whatever.
Yeah, that's easy.
They busted her. Yeah, they busted her, dude.
It's easy.
And, like, fucking took her in the back, and they saw on camera it's me and Zach come in with her, so they took all three of us, like, back in this office and called the cops and shit. Yeah, called the cops and shit, dude. Like, she ended up, like, telling them, like, Zach and I had nothing to do with it. She was, legit about that. So, they ended up taking her out to jail because they already had outstanding warrant for like in Michigan, and then, like me and Zach were let go and shit, but it was just a shitty situation. And we were all in some deep water for a second, just pretty much being guilty by association, man. And then that was pretty much the end of me and her. Like, she went to jail, wrote her a few times, and then she just ghosted.
So wait, she was still your fiance when she went to prison?
When she went to jail, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she went to jail. We were still technically engaged.
And then you just pulled a Kobe and just hit her with the mid-range fadeaway?
Pretty much, dude. Like,
Right me.
She actually hit me with the fadeaway, for real. Because, like, we were right to each other and everything was cool. And then she, like, 3 days before she's supposed to get out, I don't hear for shit from her. The day she's released, calling her mom's phone, sending me the voicemail. And then, like, a week later, I get a text from her mom's phone. From my, hey, it's me. I'm done or whatever. And then I don't hear from her for a minute. Like, all her shit's in my apartment. Leaves abandoned all her shit. Like, made no plans to come get her shit. Like, 4 months goes by. I ended up, like, donating her shit to Goodwill. Like, her clothes and shit. Like, I mean, dude, I don't know what the fuck to do. So, like, 4 months have gone by. She hits me up wanting her stuff. It's like, are you fucking serious? Like, I done got rid of it. She's like, what do you mean you got rid of it? Told her what I did. I put it in Goodwill. She flips out on me. And then, gets the point, she flips out on me, hangs up, and then, like, less than 5 minutes later, calls me back, and it's some dude who, like, claims to be her pet. Like, yo, this is Lacey's pet. You better get her shit, bro. I'm a real G, yada, yada, going on. I'm like, dude, fuck off. Hang up on him. Doesn't call me back. And then, like, 3 years later, she hits me up, like, hey, I'm sorry about everything I put you through. And it's like, are you serious, dude? Are you still on the dope? I said, are you still on the dope? And she's like, yeah, I'm recovering. I'm like, you've been recovering from dope for, like, 6 years, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? But, yeah.
The elusive dope.
Life. So,
She became a crack whore?
crazy. Until
That was what happened, though? She just became a crack hoe?
I couldn't hear you.
She just, like, started pimping for drugs? Like, she just crack whore?
Pretty much, man. Like, she,
Do you think he was writing her?
Her baby dad got her strung out on crack and some other shit, I think.
Jesus.
And by the time I got to her, man, after we were adults, she was damaged goods. And it's sad because, I mean, she had a lot of potential. Like, I knew her when we were young, man. Like, she was a bright girl. You know, she got involved with the wrong crowd. She grew, you know, she aged out the system. Because I met her when we were in, like, group home and shit. So, like, yeah, man, she aged out the system and just went down a crazy path. Got involved in some bullshit. Got with this older dude who was, like, almost 40 when we were, like, 18. Got with that guy, ended up impregnating her. Was having her smoke dope and running trains on her, all types of crazy shit. Like, she
So
was
her
living a
dope
pretty
life.
rugged life, dude.
Dope
And then I got her and she was all fucked up. You know, tried to make it work, man, but just, you know, crazy.
Hey, I mean, I prefer experience, so, I mean, I'm sorry to hear it didn't work out for you.
Shit.
Sounds like you had yourself probably at least a couple of prize fights with her, though.
Yeah,
And that's what it's all about.
I think we're cool now, man. She's in rehab now. She actually got a surprise letter from her a couple months back. And,
Saying that you were the father?
what's that?
Jerry.
No, she wrote me, man. Like, she actually found out where I was through
Tinder?
Man, actually. Told her what's up, and she ended up writing me a letter. And, pretty much apologizing, wanting to make amends, you know, this and that. I
Asking if you had like $60.
You know, yada, yada, yada. But
I need about $3 video.
It is.
I'm in a hard time. I need $50.
I want to fucking die, man. She told me she was like recovering from
I did so
heroin.
many times.
You know how crazy that shit is now, dude. Like, everybody seems to be on heroin, man. Like, the last thing I want is for her to be in a grave. But, you know, you pick
It's the cost of being cool.
You gotta ride it, man. That is what it is.
You gotta
But,
ride that slow lightning.
yeah, no shit. You know? And there was actually a time where, like, me and her were hanging out back when we were still, like, together. We went to hang out with, like, her sister's best friend, quote unquote. And, we were chilling one night, and she straight up asked me, she said, hey, do you mind if I do some hard? And my initial reaction was like, what do you mean it's dick? And it's really what I said to her. She's like, no, silly, like, I'm hard. I'm like, you talking about crack? She's like, yeah. I'm like, nah. I was like, we ain't doing none of that. So she acted like an asshole to the point I left. I left that night. I went home. I had man come pick me up.
So,
like, if you want to do some crack, do some fucking crack. I ain't gonna sit around and watch you smoke crack. Like, whatever. I ended up leaving, and she didn't come home for like a week after that. And
So some good shit.
Home, she was ass out, and she left again. And then ended up staying with some dude on Cleveland Avenue.
She left even after you laid her ass out?
Yeah, she was ass out, man.
Well, no respect.
So, like,
And then,
man,
damn, I can't believe it, man. So then she busted on out of you.
it was.
It's a hard knock life.
It's crazy, man. I don't know if you guys know who Bobby Caldwell is. He sings a song called What You Won't Do for Love, and it's like my buddy Darrell's favorite song ever. And it pretty much explains my love life. Like, you'll put up with some shit, man, if you really care about the chick.
I like how he says my buddy Jarrell, like Jarrell hasn't been on this network several times.
Right.
He's like, you know, can't be our buddy or former guest
what I mean.
Jarrell. He's all like, yeah, you know, that dude Jarrell that only I know that none of you guys know. He likes this song that you're not cool enough to have ever heard before. And, yeah, that's a lot of what my life is like, you know, because I'm a really cool, sophisticated guy.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it's crazy. That song really does kind of explain how my love life is, man. You put up with some crazy shit. Like, I'm just at the point I'm over it, man. Like, I'm over it. It kind of brings me to my next topic, which is a little, we're going to get out of the whole.
Oh, you're just going to just drop it on us, brother.
Well, dude, I feel like I've been bitching about my exes like the whole fucking episode.
Oh, yeah, I feel like this episode is just going to be called Story Time with Shawn.
Right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's how I feel.
Yeah, just the downside is you're not the one who gets to write the description, so I'm going to have some fun at your expense.
It's alright. I can take it.
Yeah, you know, because you know, yeah. Go ahead, brother, man. I'm going to go take a little shit, and the mic is yours.
You were going to take a shit?
Yeah, I'm just going to, someone call me when you're done, and then I'll be back.
Whatever, bro. But no, he talks about whatever, man. I'm done talking about my exes. I'm all X'd out.
So you're like a George Strait song over here.
Oh,
More of a Hank Williams Jr.
bring me message.
I was just trying to say all my exes have smelly asses or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the show right there.
And that's why I was like Hank Williams Jr.
That's fair.
Oh, and the hard.
Hey, Clay, I got a question for you, man.
What's that, man?
Have you ever been messing with a chick who got some like strange or whatever? She ends up staying the night, and the next morning wakes up and requests like a fried bologna sandwich.
It's like a fried bologna sandwich?
Mm-hmm. With some egg on it.
Nah, man, I can't say I have.
That's a very specific order. Are you trying to figure out if you fucked the same chick?
Nope. I'm not. I don't do a lot of breakfast.
So, do you guys think we're going to secede from the UN?
Oh my god, politics.
Because I don't. I wanted to throw that random one in there.
Is that something that's come up recently?
I saw an article that was probably not very real, not very authentic. So I figured we just wanted to get your guys' feel.
Do you think?
Think the rest of the world hates Trumpy that much?
It wouldn't be
or
like
that
the rest of the
Trumpy's
world.
going to give him the old. I don't know why I keep saying Trumpy.
I
But
like,
I like it now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with it. I think he's gonna say, "Hey, fuck yous. No more UN."
When he was talking shit about NATO and all the shitty alliances,
He was
we're
like,
in,
"Yeah, I fucked NATO once, and like I could smell her butthole the whole time, and it was really weird."
if you believe like CBS, that's basically what he said about every issue. But no, when he was talking, like he used to talk a pretty big game about leaving all that shit. And I mean, we haven't seen it happen. He's kind of
and
cozied
Barack
up to,
Obama promised transparency. so
exactly.
I didn't put a whole lot of
So-
stock into it.
We'll see what happens, but
Fuck,
it's
been 30
plausible.
fucking days.
Yeah.
If it's going to happen, it would be under him rather than anybody else. Still, I mean, everybody seems to keep forgetting the other option was Hillary Clinton, and we know she would have done basically everything he's done so far, except it would have been real executive action. It wouldn't have been basically agenda setting, which is most of the executive action he took. The only like realistically like actionable one he took, and legally it was the only one he could like actionably do, was the immigration ban. And everybody's giving him shit over that, but that's the same list that Obama used.
Yeah, he did the same thing 10 years ago.
So it's not really that big of a deal. The Ninth Circuit Court, which overruled him, and everybody's giving him shit for saying so-called judges, they are the most overturned liberal assholes on the planet. Like, that court is known to be overturned. So it's not that surprising that they got overturned. Everybody knows they're the most, like, crazy. And they didn't even, like, the entire court, issue should have been whether or not he was legally allowed to do it. The answer is yes. But they ask questions more along the lines of, are these people actually a threat? Blah, 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 blah. And technically, none of that fucking matters. Legally, he is allowed to control that. And that's the only issue on the table, and that's why once it makes it up the circuit, it's probably going to get upheld on his end. But everybody gets to have their little party right now and act like they won. I think it's fucked up what he did, but it's legal. So maybe we should talk about why it's legal and maybe why that's fucked up.
Well, that's where real government reform has to happen.
But I don't
Cut
know.
that shit out.
It'd be cool to see. Back to the UN question. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I mean, no, we're good. I just thought,
What do you think would happen to the UN?
I don't know. It would just be replaced by something else, right?
More than likely. I mean, the UN would stay. There's still, 6 other,
It's not going to get the
veto
League
members?
of Nations treatment.
although Trump might make a bigger, better UN. Host his meetings on top of his wall.
Nobody unites the nations like I do, believe me. I love the nations.
I feel like they would make some kind of deal, where the U.S. wouldn't be able to leave in a sense, because what would the UN be without United States, like these big powers?
A bunch of dudes in blue hats.
Well,
A
Essentially.
lot fewer dudes, but with a lot of extra
You would
blue
basically
hats.
see Europe, like a united Europe under one flag, is what you would see. The instant North America leaves, as far as veto power goes.
well, yeah, that might
and
not be
people
a
that
bad
matter.
thing. I don't know. Europe is
Also, that's
fucking-
in Revelation, I think. So,
Right.
it could go either way.
I think it'd be a big revolution for Europe. Maybe they want the United States out of their bullshit so they can keep moving forward. Not to deal with our fucking heavyweight all the time. Fuck that. Like,
Our heavyweight with all our money.
yeah. Until all that money runs out.
Alex Jones will tell us what to do. He'll know the answer.
We need a magic 8-ball, but it's Alex Jones's balls.
And it just says 6 of the 8 sides just say globalists,
One says documents.
and the other one says Bohemian Grove.
Yep.
Shawn, do you want the wall, Shawn? Be pumped. You'd help build it, wouldn't you?
No.
You're tired of all those dudes from Mexico pretend to be Raiders fans. You're like, that's my team. Keep them out.
Fuck y'all. Nah, I'm not cool with that, man. But I don't make the decisions, so.
Good talk.
So you'll support it. I like it. I like what you're saying. What you're saying is you won't help build it, but you'll visit and toss a penny off the edge.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take a selfie by it or something, but
If you throw a penny over the wall, is it good luck?
Is it trash? Are you talking about throwing your trash over the
I said
wall?
a penny. Is it good luck?
Penny.
I'll tell you what he's gonna do. He's gonna have the Mexicans build the wall. Like, for real. He's
Just
gonna,
all the illegals he rounds up.
build the blocks, yeah.
You have to lay one block on your way home.
He's gonna.
They're just gonna.
We know you
volunteer.
can do it. You're illegal. We picked you up on a job site.
No, well, it's gonna be the people that he busts for selling the drugs that are flown into the country over the wall.
Where's
Those
gonna-
are gonna be the guys that get stuck.
The CIA is going to build the wall.
No. The street level guys that
Oh.
gets that the CIA frames for their busts so that they can keep just funneling the money through. But there's always still. So there's got to be a fall guy so we can still fight this war on drugs and everybody can pretend like the CIA doesn't protect poppy fields and all that good stuff.
It's just blatantly the army now, but
Yeah. So yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Like I can't wait to see like drug lords get busted and then they have to go down and build
Lay
a
some
wall
block. You know, if
so
those
that
crack
only the
dealers,
CIA can fly the drugs in.
I really wouldn't be that mad about that. As much as I'm like pro legalization of everything.
You racist, dude. You racist. You like walls?
Oh no!
I don't know a single non.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so ineffective. I think it would just be funny to have a bunch of crack dealers building a useless wall.
That's right.
Like there is
like
drones now.
I wanted
Donald.
to see, like the Great Wall of America. You realize it's gonna like be half finished. Like we're just never gonna finish the wall.
Yeah,
gonna sit there and get
some bags of
spray painted
concrete
on.
and blocks, like at the very like edge of the first mile left.
These two homeless dudes are gonna walk out from the center, and the one dude's gonna be angry because he's like, "Dude, I could smell your asshole the whole time."
Dude,
Hey, this wall does sure get built. Would you guys be down to take a road trip and, like, graffiti tag it with the BDG logo?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think it'd be kind of fun, man.
But I feel like now you just put it on air.
Now
So-
everyone's gonna tag it.
This plus, once we do it, once you just add this evidence to them picking us up, we're done. And I honestly am not trying to go to jail during a Trump presidency.
you know it's not so bad so far.
I just, I want to,
But I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens with marijuana. I don't really care about the wall right now. I don't think it's going to happen. He'd have to find a way to fund it through the federal government without Congress or the Senate.
Making weed legal. Come on, what is it? A $4 to like $6 billion industry right now? Cash, tax free. I think that'd be enough.
Yeah, you know.
I think all the people that would take the jobs.
What a
Like, come on.
ethical paradox that'd put a lot of pot smokers in.
Right?
Like, can you imagine? Especially like imagine the
Trump
poor people that like
legalizes
smoke
weed.
pot to help their anxiety, and they're like, "Oh my god, no, oh my god." But
You smoke this weed and then build a wall? Like, so there's not that much pot coming from Mexico anymore.
Yeah, it's legal on that side.
A lot
we're
of
building
it
our
now,
way out.
now a lot of it's grown in the States. Like a lot of weed.
Yeah, we can't deal with
Mexico
Mexican
doesn't-
dirtweed. Are you shitting me? Do you remember Mexican dirtweed? Did
Yeah,
you
it
ever
was
have to deal with that
garbage.
shit? It was
It was
the
fucking
worst weed on the
garbage.
planet. You would
No,
get
I
headaches
know.
half the time. The other half time you wouldn't
That
even get
fucking
high.
brickweed, dude. I know all about it, dude. I had some shit recently and it's fucking garbage.
Yeah, you're like throwing it at the ground to break it apart.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's fucking dried out. Fucking, it's terrible.
It was the worst. And now it's like, what color do you want? You know, we've come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have hope for Trump's America.
well, what I hope we give up on this wall thing altogether. I think we're looking at it the wrong way. We need to just create more distance between us and Mexico. Let them have back what used to be theirs, and let's go take Canada from Canada.
I don't want Canada.
I don't
All
want
right,
it
the
either.
South
I just
taking
want
the
all the
North.
people that want to bitch about moving to Canada to be able to go do it. So let's just take it. Let's just have it. And then we have our direct line to Alaska, and then the people who want to be away from the Mexicans can be further away from the Mexicans because they can go
It's
into
funny
the new land
how
that
all
we
the
steal. Like, let's
Californians
just
want
do
to
that.
let the Mexicans into California, but they don't want to be a part of Mexico
Because there's
anymore.
some badass battalion of
Why don't you
Mounties that I don't know about that's keeping us out of Canada.
I don't think there's much of anything.
I just pictured a Mountie and a redneck, and I'm like, I know who wins
You
this
just
one.
picture like one dude with four Mooses? Is mooses the plural for moose? It's not meese. It can't be meese.
It's moose. Look at all the
picture
mooses.
one dude with 15 animals, and like that's their secret. That's like their tactical unit.
I don't know.
Like one dude and a badger.
I just think of like North Dakota, South Dakota. You know, like what? There's not much going on there. It can't be much better the further north you go.
No, and you're right, and that's why I don't support Kevin's plan to take over Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, they elected Trudeau. We got Trump. I like it this way.
It's only 4 years.
Like, they elected the Bernie Sanders to their election. We didn't. We're still doing a little better. Do we really want to bring them in to our democracy?
No, we want to rule them with an iron fist.
Oh, more like Puerto Rico.
I've completely switched sides. Now I'm all about expansion. Let's just get it over with.
This is Trump's America.
Let's just everything we can reach. Let's just have it. I mean, if I had it my way, just everywhere we're connected through land, we should eventually just have it.
Sure, and then we'll take Central America. That'll be easy. You know, they're all fucking poverty anyways. It's like Cuba. America's about to destroy Cuba with Applebee's and Starbucks and all that bullshit. In fucking a year, it's going to be a fucking commercial garbage bin. You know what I mean?
Seen it? They could use some commercial garbage bin.
Like
their cars
we could just take over all these touristy towns. You know, Central America gone. Go down to Rio, just take like Brazil. There's no money in Brazil. Have you seen what happened after the Olympics to the stadiums? They're fucking destroyed, dude. They're already destroyed. It's terrible. They're flooded. The pools are disgusting. It's fucking bad.
I don't want it.
Well, the pools were disgusting while people were swimming.
Well, yeah. I mean, the water down there's pretty fucking dirty as it is.
I don't want any of these countries. None of them sound attractive.
Well, we could shrink America.
I'm down for that. I'm down to the individual level. Let's get it all the way down to the person.
Shawn, what do you think? Does the world need more or less America?
Probably a little less.
Oh, that's fair.
Make America less again.
Well, let me rephrase that. The world needs a little less America. A little less of that.
I think we could use a little more America.
But, dude, I just thought about a harsh reality, man. If we end up shipping all the Mexicans back to Mexico, do you realize that we're going to lose pretty much all the authentic Mexican restaurants, bro?
No, they've bought their citizenship. You're fine. They're just going to have to hire, white guys to cook.
About that, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys are a fan of, authentic Mexican food, but that's, my favorite shit, bro.
Yeah, but how often do you eat Chipotle instead?
Quite often, just because it's cheaper, but...
Like, you really going to lose some sleep if you just have Chipotle and... like Hacienda to go to, you're still gonna have it.
Yeah, but dude, there's nothing worse than going to a Mexican restaurant and seeing nothing but white folks. This shit usually is terrible. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to a Don Pablo or some shit. I've been there one time and it's the worst shit I ever had. Why? Because you don't see one Mexican motherfucker in there. I'm sorry, bro. If I want to eat Mexican food, I want to see Mexican people. I want to know that shit's legit.
Dude, Shawn, I'll back you up because, you go to an Applebee's, a Damon's, any pretty mainstream restaurant is all run by a Mexican waitstaff, and kitchen staff. I've been there. I've been the only white kid in the kitchen for years, in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
And those motherfuckers, they can cook and they're fucking hard workers.
Yeah, they really are.
They don't fuck around.
Like legit.
And that's why I want to take America back. We need less of that.
But even Condado, Columbus, local, it's all white kids in that kitchen. It's pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie.
It is pretty good.
Gotta love a hipster kitchen. It's the best.
Yeah, that Condato's pretty tasty, dude.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
Free plug.
Man, I can't like it as much as y'all like it, just for the simple fact that I'm pissed off where it's at. Like, if they weren't in Old Circus, I'd probably like it more. But back in the day,
they have other locations.
Circus had the best pizza. There's this spot called Clover Crow. That was inside of there, and I kid you not, it was the best pizza you'd ever have at Columbus. It was amazing. So, kind of butthurt that Circus is no longer Circus, man. But, yeah.
I feel like Condado is definitely a good fill for Circus. But
it's good.
My opinion.
I mean, I just wish they were at a different location and Circus still existed. That's just how I feel. But I'm not gonna lie, they did really renovate that place. It looks really fucking nice. The circus was ran down as fuck. Like, it was a raggedy ass bar, dude. Like, it really was. I performed there once, man. Actually, they did a show there. Like, it was pretty dope.
You should go back.
Mm-hmm.
You should go back and be like, hey, look, so I used to perform hip-hop here when this was a club.
This is my reunion tour.
And I want to, as part of my reunion tour, I have to hit all the old spots I used to hit. And then, during happy hour, taco night, just boom.
There's
And
a
then-
funny thing. I'm going to start going around and asking random people if they got my ringtone. Just walk up to them, hey, bitch, you got my ringtone? Man, let's just hit people with that. I don't have a fucking ringtone, but I'm legit going to start asking people.
I think you should make a ringtone. Let's do it. Let's. I'll be the first to do it. Start the campaign right now.
I tried to make one, man. That's like, I
I'm gonna make Skittles a ringtone. It's gonna play at the office. I'm gonna be sitting there, and all of a sudden you're just gonna hear, "She looks so good, I'd eat Skittles out that ass crack."
Dude, it's funny you say that because I actually, at my desk at work, like I have a bag of Skittles that I don't open sitting at my desk. And
Just for the
reason I
right
do
chick?
is because like, they want us to put shit on our desk that like motivates us. So like, I legit have a bag of Skittles as motivation. Like, real talk.
So when he's supposed to be working, he's daydreaming about licking candy out of an orifice of a stripper,
Where does Sean B want to be in 10 years?
Motivation.
eating sour Skittles out of not so
They
sour
weren't always
places.
sour.
They weren't originally sour.
But other than that, I have a picture of a Jaguar. I have a picture of Kevin in his middle school basketball uniform on my desk.
I see one day us having an episode where Shawn opens a segment saying like, "Hey, did you guys know they started making brown Skittles?"
Oh no.
Right?
Oh no. I
Yeah,
feel.
gentlemen, I used to be that guy, dude, but I think I need to hop a ball tree and get some sleep.
That's what she said. First of all, but no, I think you were all feeling it. It's about that time, as they would say.
Yeah.
It's been fun, gentlemen.
It's been a pleasure being here for the first time.
Yeah, Clay, had a good time, dude. We need to get you back on here, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'll come back. No worries. It's been a pleasure. Just enjoying the company.
RJ, hope we have you back soon.
Yeah, for sure.
In the meantime, I'm gonna keep recording away in Studio X, which is it's our 23rd micro studio we've got now. So more sports shows coming up because those are easy to do when you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna line this picture you on Harry Potter and record in the closet under the stairs and shit, bro.
Harry Potter's got shit on me. His closet was twice the size of mine. I'll show that dude what real work means. Abracadabra and whatnot. But anyway, you can find us guys at Bad Dinner Guests on Twitter. You can find Shawn at SBoogie614 if you want to send him some pictures of you in a Skittles bikini. And find me at My Boy Kev. Find us on Facebook, though. That's where we post everything that we do. We'll catch you guys later.
Awesome.